The old military museum in Darwin was recently renovated and now has a very interactive display called the Defensive Darwin Experience. We cruised in to take a look.
My country cousin has trouble opening doors, maybe because there's no doors in tents. Historian and ex-Navy man Dr. Tom Lewis greeted us.
We find that most people don't really understand World War II, so to give them some background as to why the raid actually happened on the 19th February and why we were at war then for 2 years up here, being bombed every week across the north of Australia, these 6 films give some introduction. This is one of the submarines that attacked in January. We got attacked by 4 submarines. It sunk outside the harbour with 80 Japanese on board still.
I would have paid more attention in school if we had this sort of interactive history lesson. Do you get many students coming through?
Yeah, it's a growing resource for students, and teachers have been putting a lot into interactive resources.
The computer-generated displays were fantastic.
It's pretty amazing to have such a collection of images.
Yeah, particularly given the place has been flattened about three different times.
And the big illuminated map was like we were in the war room, watching all the bombers flying over, dropping their bombs.
The photographs are actually real photos from 1942-43, and because it covers quite a wide area, they've been stitched together.
The recordings of the people who witnessed the attack are so realistic.
We will research still today to try and get things right, and we've got a curator in Japan who looks up stuff for us, and there's still quite a bit that isn't actually known precisely about the different attacks.
Are you surprised by how little a lot of Australians know about this whole experience?
Standard comment we get when people go out the door is, "I never knew that." When I grew up in Australia, I didn't get educated at school about what happened in Northern Australia in World War II. 107 air raids over 2 years from Exmouth to Townsville.
Sadly, we were never taught in school about Australia being bombed in the Second World War. The Japanese fleet that launched the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1942 then went on to attack Darwin only a few months later, which went on until May of 1943.
So when the Japanese arrived, 188 aircraft attacking Darwin from 4 aircraft carriers. This is one of the bombs didn't go off. So this one was aimed at a ship, didn't go off. If you have a look around the back, you can see it's all rusty still. And we've disarmed it. So we're taking stuff out of here. Doesn't go off.
Small detail, but good to know.
We found some pretty unusual things.
Tom, this looks like something from Star Wars, mate. What is it?
Same sort of concept. It's twin machine guns out the front here. So what you do is you get your shortest person, you're it.
And typical, I get picked on to squeeze into the gun turret. All right, in we go, eh?
That's not a good angle, mate.
Put your head in there, and you got a headpiece on, and this is your back piece, right? And now you're staying in there for 6 hours.
You are joking!
Outside, there are many more displays and relics.
Can I interest you in an anti-tank gun? Comes with a free pot of olive green paint.
Yeah, it's my favourite colour.
Okay, $2,000. That's $20,000.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's 2 of them. You can have a discount.
There's a fair bit out here, isn't there?
Yeah, we've got everything. Guns, as you see, vehicles, naval gun barrels, uniforms inside the buildings over there, naval guns that defended Darwin Shore Base. Behind me there's the gun emplacement with a big 9.2-inch gun. New memorial wall where we've got 1,672 names of people who died in combat up here. Wow. So it's a big museum. It really takes about 2 hours to go through.
Yeah, definitely an eye-opener, mate. Thanks for taking us through. So how often is the museum open?
Every day, except for 4 days of the year. That's Christmas, Good Friday and so on.